Jupiter, Florida, the spring training home to the Marlins and the Cardinals. But Danny, with all due respect to these two organizations, it doesn't sound like this in February and March. This is Danny Wexelman representing Major League Baseball. My name is Darren Sutton. This is the 20th edition of Perfect Game's World Wood Bat Association World Championship. You're a rookie here. You've been around young athletes the last couple of years, especially at the high school level. What's your takeaway as a rookie from this event?
Okay, first of all, Darren, golf carts a-buzzin'. Players a-buzzin'. They're shining on this stage. They've been shining all summer, and the culmination is here in Jupiter. And these guys are still grinding out at bats. They're hustling down the line, and they're making a name for themselves and continue to do so.
Real quick, the history. More than 700 players have come out of this event and gone to the major leagues. Nearly 5,000 drafted in the history of this event. And even if you look at the World Series, you can say Walker Buehler and Clayton Kershaw and Jackie Bradley Jr. and Christian Vasquez, and that doesn't even touch players that came from here for the Red Sox and the Dodgers. And now current athletes with all that pressure, scouts right behind them putting the pressure on, current athletes again taking it forward into the 2019 draft.
Yeah, there's a guy that we're going to be talking about, I think, for a really long time. Brennan Malone had about 100 scouts watching him throw fire 97 miles per hour, hitting that radar gun, and blew me away. And love that guy, and I'm really excited to see what he does in his future.
Atta boy.
It's on three. 1, 2, 3, hit. Chaotic. There's a lot of golf carts. Just a lot of people in general behind the fence, down the lines. Everybody, all eyes are on you, really. I don't notice it too much. I guess it's just a God-given ability. I'm able to block most of those noises out and people. Just kind of focus on the mitt. You can't really look at anything else. I mean, you peek up a couple of times and see how many people are here, but you gotta, at the end of the day, you just gotta focus on pitching, really. You know, it was incredible. Just being at my last game, being able to play with my best friends. You know, I've been with this team for about 6 years, so it's a very emotional last time.
Good, atta boy.
I hear you, B. I wouldn't be here without clearly my mom and my little sister, and of course my coaches. And you know they've been supporting me for the past 6 years or so. You know, they've been nothing but great to me, and especially my mom for getting me here, travel, food. You know, I wouldn't be anywhere without her.
All right, we're good here. Just one pitch away. Let's make a play right here, get it out. Let's finish right here. Got it, baby. That boy. Hey, that way to toughen up right there. Good job. That way pitch tough. Good. That way put up his ear. Let's go. Keep scoring. Let's go.
Major League Baseball's Breakthrough Series and its diversity pipeline was developed about a decade ago, and what an impact in the game that was sorely in need of the exact situation, Danny. And with the players here, the Breakthrough Series team here again in Jupiter, it's a wonderful chance to take on great talent, but this is also developing life skills and young men. They here in Jupiter seem like the perfect fit.
They're a family, Darren. That's what they want you to know about them. They're grinders, they're hustlers, but they're a family. There are guys who are almost 2,500 miles away from home, and they're playing at the highest level, but making sure that they're taking a piece of home with them no matter where they are.
You ran into a squad, a Vegas baby squad. You know, we can think about great Vegas players, Chris Bryant, of course, Greg Maddux, proud of his Vegas heritage. You've got the next generation.
Us three, it's something else.
What we got, the unique thing is that the opportunities we've gotten to do for our baseball careers have all been closely intertwined. Like, not so often do you see 3 players from the same high school doing all these things, like Perfect Game National, being able to play with the MLB Breakthrough Series. I just think that opportunity in itself is unique.
Aaron, he's a great person. Aaron's good on and off the field. He makes all my hot pockets.
I make good hot pockets. I'm a nice guy. I'll make hot pockets if they ask, but I'm just glad they didn't tell you about the pizza rolls.
Aaron Roberts, he's probably one of the best two-way players that we have in Las Vegas. Not just because he's on my team or because we're really good friends, but the way he swings the bat and then throws 95 on the mound is just insane. This is my guy.
DJ's a great person.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry to play.
DJ he's the funniest kid you'll ever meet. He's the nicest kid you'll ever meet. He's a hard worker. he knows when it's serious time, and he can do it. He's one of the best kids you'll ever meet, one of the best athletes you'll ever meet.
I tell him everything, and he picks me up just as much as I pick him up. We have each other's back.
I feel like it's very important having that relationship when we're all around the country, because it just kind of connects you to your roots, right? So I would say, like, even though you're away, you might be playing with people that you don't know. It's good to always have those people that you can come to, that you can trust, that you know, that you can count on, and they'll always pick you up if you're down.
Us being away from home, we're usually by ourselves, so it's kind of tough being like away from our family for, it could be weeks, and having him and Aaron Roberts is just, it's like one big family all the time.
So it's a long ways away, but are you nervous for June? Is that the right word, nervous?
Not really, just a little bit anxious, to see what could happen.
The Los Angeles Angels select Jordan Adele.
Well, I think the coolest part about this whole thing is it really taught me how to really compete and play for something that's greater than myself. You can see these guys out here are busting it, and that was something my first experience in Jupiter I didn't really get, and then I joined the national team and was really able to understand that I wanted to win. That wearing the Canes jersey means something. It's more than you as an individual, and I took that with me into pro ball as well. Got back out there, hit a double, and then for the rest of the season, I was batting 7th and 6th and 5th and 4th for the World Series for the rest of the year. Never pitched again after that. We talked this morning as a team, and I just told the guys that obviously, Jupiter, with all the golf carts and all the scouts that are around, it's the first time that, they're all visible, right? That but when they pull up in a golf cart, that they're here and they're a scout, right? And I said, but they don't go anywhere. I was like, for the rest of your career, these guys aren't gonna be in golf carts. They might dress differently, they might look different, but they're always gonna be around. Yeah, every ball I hit before my senior year was this side of the field, that's it. That's all it was this whole side, right? Because in that way, you get a breaking ball, right? Take fastballs this way, get a breaking ball. See ya! Hey, here's my curveball. Right in the middle. I just ran a camp not too long ago back at home, and me and Hunter Green, and we were able to get 130 or so kids. And I'm proud to say in that camp we had over 40% minority, which is pretty unbelievable to run a camp in Louisville, Kentucky, where we were able to scholarship those kids in and really teach them the fundamentals of the game and really what it really means, the fun parts of baseball and how baseball's humbling, but it's also a game that you can enjoy and compete. Was pretty unbelievable. Yeah, I think it's growing a lot. I think that people are starting to understand, especially with sports, like football, where you're getting concussions all over the place and different injuries, career-ending stuff. A lot of these parents want their kids to play baseball now. That's what we're seeing. So, but no, I'm definitely seeing a major growth in that area, and it's pretty exciting. It's becoming a younger, more athletic game, and that's something that I'm looking forward to moving forward.
So your dad showed me a photo on his phone a minute ago.
Of?
It was you sleeping in the car.
Today?
Yeah, on your ride this morning. 8 a.m. game.
I didn't even know he took a picture.
And he said, I'm gonna miss this.
Aw, yeah. It's kind of an emotional last week.
How are you feeling?
It's sad about leaving all the boys and stuff, but optimistic for the future.
Yeah, I feel excited for you. What's something you're gonna miss about Jupiter? You've been here a few years now.
Yeah, I've come a couple years in a row. Probably just the competitive atmosphere around here.
Yeah.
Hanging out with all the guys too, like especially after this summer, all the events that we did together and stuff, and I got to come down here and see them all play.
Yeah.
Playing with them or against them, I played against a couple of them today.
Yeah.
I'll probably miss that the most.
Noise, all sorts of noise. That's what makes this event fun. A lot of travel baseball is played let's be honest, sometimes on quiet backfields or in parks around the country, there's so much noise in this event, and that's what's fun about this gathering. So, with all the noise that we've seen from fans and scouts, hitters, that's the theme, hitters in this event. Who are two of your favorite?
All right, two of my guys. Corbin Carroll, the last couple of weeks and months, this guy is turning heads. His bat is hotter than anybody's in the game right now. But who has the sweetest swing? Riley Green. Riley Green has been consistent all year long, and scouts look to him to set the standard.
So we were fortunate. We've spent quite a bit of time with the East Coast Sox, and Bobby Witt may be the #1 overall pick next year, but then again, it could be Rhys Hines. These are incredible, drive the baseball, right-handed hitters. Look, they were watched at Major League Baseball's All-Star Game in the Home Run Derby. Bryce Harper was enjoying their work. So if we both take our people and put them together, they will teach you how to hit.
When I start my bat, I always will draw a line to the back of the box, just kind of know where I put my back foot, and then I'll kind of just go back to the middle of the plate, and that's where my front foot goes.
I dig a little hole in the back of the box.
I kind of play with the dirt, just kind of like a superstition thing.
With my feet, I like to start a little bit more narrow, a little bit more upright. I used to be more spread out, but this summer I've definitely adjusted to be a little bit more narrow.
Just a wide enough base to where I'm athletic and I can get out of the box if I hit a ball.
I used to stay open a little bit, and now I've learned that when I stay open, I step over too much. So now I start kind of even with my feet and a little bit closed sometimes. Turn that left foot in a little bit.
When it's delivered, I kind of have like a little rise and hang leg kick, so I stay and then try to get my foot down before the pitch is thrown.
I may lift my leg a little bit higher or cut it down a little bit.
Whenever it's down and I get my weight going back and going to transfer, then that's when I'm hitting good.
Keep that right knee on the inside of my part and kind of just lean a little 70-30.
So I'm here, get a little bend in my knees, just a little bit. Just try to be athletic as possible, because if you're not going to be able to hit the ball like where you want to. And
so I just use a lot of weight transfer from my back leg to my front, and then just get as much power as I can.
Right when he releases the ball, I like to be just my front foot just about to be down. Hands go back a little bit.
My hands are kind of really they're right out here, really relaxed. Whenever I'm hitting, I'm just thinking slow, 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 and then fire.
Lift it up a little bit and just cock that back a little bit and just let it go, let it fly.
So with my hands, I make sure my hands are as close to my ear as possible, just because everyone's throwing like 90 now.
I like to trust my hands, because I guess you say my hands are quick whenever I'm hitting, so I like to trust those a lot, whether it's a ball inside or react to them.
I like to keep them relaxed as possible, because if you tense up, you're not going to be able to get your hands fluid through the swing. So
I like to get my hands going a little bit of a rhythm there. I've been doing a circle recently, twitchy, and I just feel like with the circle that anywhere I am in that circle, I can get to that good position right there.
Just kind of maybe a little waggle with it, and when it gets there, just if it's away, throw my hands there. If it's inside, throw them inside.
Keep them inside the ball and finish all the way through. I want my back hip to finish just as through as my shoulder finishes through.
If your head moves, you're done.
I want my head to be completely still on sort of a linear line. I don't want it to be moving up and down at all. When I'm at my best, really, my head's just completely still. I'm tracking the ball well as a result of that.
Oh, that's freaking dirty.
I hope I see where his fingers are on the ball, or even if the ball's like, as soon as the ball comes out, I can see the spin.
Honestly, I see it. It could be whether he's moving his hand in the glove, whatever tips or pitches. I'll look at pitchers before when they're in the bullpen, when they're warming up. Just try to get a little hint of what's coming. Some pitchers will always have a tip. Some good ones don't tip their pitches, but
at this point, I'm just reacting. I feel like it's best when I'm not thinking in the box. A lot of guys will get more cerebral and they'll throw themselves off. So I just like to be very simple up in the box, clear mind. A lot of times I'll just be thinking hit fastball just to off speed, watching that ball come out of that tunnel. If it's bumping up, I know it's a curveball. If it's coming through, I know it's most likely a fastball.
That's the key thing with being short and simple, is you can recognize pitches more. So yeah, that's why I'm short and I try to keep things as simple as possible.
My name is Eduard Prvu. I came from Romania. The city is Botoșani, so I came here to accomplish my dreams, that is to play in MLB. So this event is like my friend told me about it. His name is Sid Lafer. He's part of the Team Ohio. I was like, don't know exactly what to do because I'm like a big guy. These kids are like younger. So he told me about this tournament. He told me to came here. Maybe something is happening. So I came here, and that's it. I come here and play baseball, like to get the chance to get at the top level. I just want to play. I'm waking up in Romania at 3 a.m. so just watching the game. So I'm watching the pitches all the time, like the mechanic, location, the location of the pitch. This is so important for me. So I was learning a lot of things from all of them. So this is like the fastball that I'm throwing. Sometimes the grips are different. I'm not throwing it to seam. It's like going natural. So fastball. Then I learned this pitch from a Japanese guy, which I was like seeing online, so I just try it. This is the grip, it's like a slurve, so it's going really good. I was like working out on it, so it's working really, really good. Then the changeup, my grip is this. The flag is really important for me because I'll do everything for my country. I love it, so whenever I go, I prefer to have this with me. So. Thank you, big guy.
Love getting to know the Melendez brothers. Look, we've both been able to do it over the last couple of years. MJ Melendez was a perfect game All-American, now a rising star as a catcher in the Royals organization. But his younger brother, Jaden Melendez, a catcher as well, was already part of Perfect Game Select 14U Baseball Festival. But it's just cool that Big Brother could be doing anything he wants. He's got a larger bank account now. He's here at the ballpark hanging with his younger brother.
Where else would you want to spend your time or your money? It speaks volumes to MJ and his family that he came down to support his brother. You have a team of brothers, right? But what is thicker than a blood brother coming down to make you feel comfortable, feel good on the biggest stage right now in baseball?
True, Big Brother is watching in this one.
I think the biggest thing that I know my little brother has told me is that he's been watching a lot the way I catch throughout the season. I know that my team in Lexington actually had video. Some places we went didn't have video, but I know that my whole family would sit around in the living room and watch me play anytime I had a home game.
And the 0-1, Melendez sends this one deep into left field, and that one is gone. A grand slam by MJ Melendez, the first of the season. Puts the Legends on the board and cuts the River Dogs lead in half.
Catching-wise, we talk almost daily because I like to get his insight. Of course, hearing from my dad is great, but hearing from my own brother, I think his insight is even more important to me because to know all that he did growing up, because he called the game when he was little, so knowing his insight on the game, even physically and of course mentally.
We got a man on first base right now watching his setup. Pitch a little low and away. Obviously, his setup is going to be a little bit different. Now that there's a man on first base, first guy got hit on the first pitch, so we didn't get to see too much unless hopefully he throws guy out. But good glove turn on that pitch outside. Obviously, you don't want to get too caught up, get thumbed. Now he's going to talk to the pitcher, which obviously another key part of catching and pretty instinctive of him to do at what I feel is a young age. He's still 15. Sees the pitcher struggling a little bit, hit the first guy, walk the next guy. So it's good to see him going out there and talking to the pitcher, try to settle his nerves a little bit, and hopefully come at this guy and pound him early in the zone and let him hit the ball. You gotta let your defense behind you play, trust your defense. Fastball away is probably one of the hardest pitches to handle as a young hitter because you just want to pull everything, you want to hit the ball hard. So being able to stay on a ball like that is tough. So I think for a young catcher, my advice would be is when in doubt, fastball away. You let that one get past him. Hey, got to get down a little bit sooner and keep your glove down. Atta boy. Good frame right there on the bottom half of the zone. Being able to get that pitch, that's a really important pitch. Obviously you want as a catcher, your pitcher's going to love you for it and getting those borderline pitches. So not too shabby of an inning. Obviously that one pass ball, but besides that, looked pretty solid. I'm proud of him so far.
Ultimately, he says that he wants me to be better than him, and you know, that's what I always strive for. So having him as an older brother and as a mentor, it's pretty amazing.
Can you be better than him?
I'm hoping, you know, I'm hoping I can always be better. I always strive to be, so I'm thinking I want to be better. The main thing I know to do is hustle. Through every play, hustle, because every day there's gonna be a mistake. So you just gotta live with that and just hustle through every pitch.
Looks like he's going fastball in. A wild pitch. Attaboy. Good job, Jaden.
When you've been doing an event like this for 20 years, you have an alumni group that are certainly talented and in the major leagues, but you have deeper alumni that didn't take part that love it. They're drawn to it, and certainly it was no different. We saw names like Flash Gordon. He's part of the Breakthrough Series. He was always hanging around after, spending time. Trevor Hoffman, brand new, newly minted Hall of Famer, and Scott Erickson with that nasty sinker, and Minnesota Twins hero for so many years, did great things in the big leagues, but they're hanging out with these young athletes.
These are the kids who are the future, but those guys paved the way. So how cool is it that they get to walk up to them, ask them about their curveball, ask them about their slider, how did they do this, pick their brains, and those guys willing to answer questions all day.
Put your blinker on, Hoffy. There's Flash is the smallest one here.
Flash is running it.
Nice.
Getting our pitching going.
I like your little lefty today.
He's not bad, huh? Put the curveball in there.
He's got feel. Yeah.
That's out. Hey, let's get it going.
Kind of cruised and caught that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Players, man. Right. Hey, here we go.
Mr. Waller, how are you, sir?
Hey,
been too long.
Too, man. I
Thanks,
saw
man.
that.
I appreciate
That's
that.
all you, though.
I
That's
appreciate
all
it.
you, man. Still look good, man.
Back at you.
You still running?
No, joints won't allow it anymore. Good to see you. Weird colored unis, aren't they?
I think he has a bleach problem in it.
All of them.
Bob Didier.
Bob, Trevor Hoffman, nice to
Yeah,
meet you,
nice
sir.
to-
Is your dad Mel?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he passed away
Yep.
last September.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He scouted for a lot of years.
My brother spoke highly of him when they had a chance to be together. Did it the right way.
Yep. He was an old-time scout.
Yes, he was.
Look who's coming up. He scouted like 6 different situations, tying a winning run in scoring position, 3-2 backdoor breaking ball. Gibson even said, I stood out, got out of the box, and I could hear this southern voice go, Podna, be ready for the backdoor breaking ball.
That's
He
awesome.
Got back in and bingo.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
That's one of the most iconic moments in all of baseball.
When he hit it, my dad ran down into the clubhouse and he said, don't say a word because
Oh,
it
really?
can happen again.
Okay.
It
Oh,
can
that's
come
true.
up
It's
and-
game one,
and
right?
It's game one. He told everybody, don't say a word.
Wow.
'Cause
That's
the night
thinking.
And Gibson, I don't know how he hit it. I have no idea. He couldn't
He
stand
squared it up. He squared it up on the barrel. He couldn't. He could barely walk. You know that. That's so good right there.
Yep.
I know you and I are pretty similar on mechanics, thoughts, and fundamentals. How much input are you putting on these guys and working on their mechanics
You
and
know,
stuff?
it's never a big thing when it comes to these kids because they're so talented and they have a real good idea of how to repeat over and over. It's just like every now and then you got to touch on, hey man, stay within yourself, stay in that phone booth, not try and get too big.
Right.
And little things like that. But like I said, for the most part, they're aggressive. You don't have to do a lot of coaching when it comes to these
Right.
kids.
Yeah. Well, if you get them early and get them right,
that's it.
Sure helps out. Yeah.
I got stuff on my face. It's good to know.
Yeah, that's right.
We just got done watching the MLB team.
Right there?
Yeah. Solid coaching staff. They're all guys I knew. Flash and everybody. It was
Flash
good.
Gordon's over there?
Uh-huh.
I know that was Flash
Yeah.
Gordon.
The Flash. If you start to really kind of get nervous, pinch your fingers together, takes your focus away from it.
Is that what you did? That is good. Pinch your fingers?
Right here, just like pinch them together. So like if you start to get emotional or you're starting to get a little like nervous, just
pinch these things together, and it takes your mind off of what you're worried about.
You do that on the mound?
No.
Oh,
I was never nervous out there, dude.
You're always ice. Oh, okay. Okay.
No. Breathe. When you're on the mound, I was breathing.
Yeah.
You know, I saw doing it the other day was J.D. Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
Big breath before he stepped in the box.
I got the bat like this. Focus on where I want to hit the ball on the bat.
All right. Well, don't look up. You gotta look out.
That's where the bat is, right here.
I know, but you focus on where you want to hit it on the bat.
Where I want to hit it on the bat.
Looking at the sweet spot, right? Yeah.
You talk to it.
No, I don't tweak it. I don't kiss it or anything.
I didn't say kiss it. I said you wanted to talk to it.
No, okay. I talk to the bat sometimes.
2 out, 6-3 Mariners. Here we go. Swing, gas, homie, game over. Oh my goodness. Edwin Diaz, he puts an end to this 5-game losing streak.
Here is the 3-2 pitch and a swing and a miss and a slider for strike 3. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's over.
So what was it? 2011 maybe?
Yeah,
you were
I
here
played
playing here.
Yeah.
What was that like?
You know, it was fun, you know, first time playing in a big tournament, so I was a little bit nervous, young guy. But, you know, came here with my family and do my job.
You see a lot of these young athletes here getting this chance, understanding what went on there a year ago and how they're still rebuilding baseball fields. What do you think this opportunity means for them to play in this tournament?
You know, I think it means a lot because, you know, they want to show the scout what they have. So they came here with, you know, hungry to play and show them they can be a professional baseball guys. So, you know, they have to feel proud because nobody came to this tournament.
So when you look back on all perfect game events, how do you think they do? What kind of job do you think they do? Not only in helping kids here in the United States, but down in Puerto Rico.
You know, they help a lot in Puerto Rico. You know, Jerry helped the kids when Maria attacked us. Me too, when I came to the World Championship in 2012. He helped us a lot, you know, and I feel proud to have him here because he helped us and he helped these kids, and he's a great person.
So if I was sitting in a private room with you and I was one of these guys and I said to you, hey man, give me some advice. What do I need to do to get to where you're at? What would you tell me if I was one of them?
You know, I told you, work hard is the first thing. You know, try to work hard every day. You know, set my mentality to be a big leaguer. So when I get to the minor league, you know, try to have good seasons, being the top prospect in the team.
Quick turn of events gave him the next route. Texas trying to capitalize. Eddie trying to shut him down. The 2-2. Struck him out. Game over. Mariners win it 4-1. 57th save for Diaz. Ties Bobby Thigpen for second most in a season of baseball history.
What's it like to stand out there in a field and have that ninth inning where it's yours, the crowd is behind you, you feel like a rock star? What's that been like?
It's fun, you know. I like to came in the ninth to pitch because, you know, I feel that emotion. The fans support me. When I play on the road, they yell at me. Well, it's fun. I like it pitching in the ninth because, you know, I like to pitch in that moment, the pressure. You know, I had a lot of success last 3 seasons, and I feel really, really proud to be in there and represent Puerto Rico.
When you have a gathering such as this, you can only imagine with nearly 2,000 athletes, the diversity. The diversity of family type, family size, geographic, socioeconomic location, the diversity of faith, obviously everyone coming from their family's background, and as these young men become men, making their own decisions as well. So that diversity, loud and clear, and baseball brings everyone together. A little bit of a deeper purpose when we take a look at a team like the East Coast Sox. We're just a year removed from getting to know Grant Desmay, who left Major League Baseball a pursuit to the big leagues as the A's top prospect to pursue the priesthood. He then walked away from that for a variety of reasons. He now is the head coach at Ave Maria University. The East Coast Sox team out of Mississippi. They approach things with faith and family. They put that at the top of their priorities.
Guys, we always come to the mound and pray to thank God for being the awesome God that He is. And if you look around this circle, there's a bunch of God-given talent right here, right now. A lot of guys are going to play in college. A lot of guys you'll maybe see play on TV one day.
but it's because God has given us this great game. It's a game that He's made for us to go out here and let His glory shine.
Guys, as I was thinking about what to share in this environment that we're in with the Perfect Games put on with all these great players and all these Major League scouts and college coaches and advisors and all this stuff, I see you guys always looking to the next thing. We're always looking for what's next. What's next? I got college, I got when you're in junior high, you like when I make the varsity team. When I make varsity, then it's when I get to become a senior. When I get to become a senior, where I go play college. Maybe it's when I go play pro ball, when I go do this. And guys, we forget to enjoy where we are now. We continue to look and we miss opportunities today.
As we go out and honor you, Lord, please let us play to the best of our ability and glorify you in everything that we do. In your name we pray, amen. Amen.
God gave you that talent, so you're trying to go out there and pitch every pitch with the best of your ability and just to glorify Him in every pitch that you throw.
My faith is the main thing I lean on. When I struggle, when I succeed, everything goes back to my faith.
God has something for each of you to do today. And sometimes we get so clouded with our vision of what the future brings and what I have to do here and here that I forget to live in the presence.
So when we get together and pray, the inclusion just makes everybody vulnerable to just love. And I think that love of the game, but also the biggest thing is love for the Lord. And I think after we get done and we hug, it's amazing. You kind of diminishes whether you win or lose, right? And you remember what's important. Easier said than done.
You think about all the pressure you guys got when you get in the box, you're like, man, I got to hit a home run or nobody's going to want me. I got to hit this ball off the wall or nobody's going to look at me. I got to throw this ball 94 or they're not going to talk about me. When you can take a step back and say, you know what, God, if I throw 84, you're going to use me. If I throw 94, you got that too. Let's roll.
You're going to fail a lot in baseball, and it's how you handle your failures. It's how you overcome them that reveals who you are and what your character is. And the Bible is very clear that when we go through pains and sufferings, we're going to dig down deep and try to find out who we are. And if you dig down deep and you don't find the Lord, then there's that hole, there's that void. They don't know what to fill it with. They don't know how to overcome these baseball obstacles, these slumps that they go in. It gives them a trust, it gives them a faith-based obedience to go, you know what? Even if I have a bad day, I had a good day because God was with me. So it's awesome to see that when they struggle is when we're there the most for them.
It is such a peace at mind when you know you don't have to do everything. When you don't have to carry the burden of everything. That you know that there's somebody bigger than you that has this master plan laid out for you, and it's better than anything that you can possibly imagine.
Father in heaven, we thank you for this wonderful day. We thank you for the game of baseball that brings us all out here, Lord. We thank you for these two great organizations that came out here and fought on this baseball field, that gave their very, very best. And Lord, it ended up in a tie. That tie is a reflection of what you've done in this circle with the great gifts you've given these young men. Lord, we just want to close by saying we love you, and we thank you for working in our lives right now. In your name, amen.
My name is Robert Moore. I'm from Kansas City.
Christian Cairo. I'm from Clearwater, Florida.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
There you go. Hey, no motion, Q. Let's go. No motion. Let's go.
I really hope they don't hit a ball to me because I cannot see it, bro.
I can actually see right now. I'm liking it. I mean, it's just both of us having fun. I mean, we enjoy every minute of it.
I think it's just similar personalities, too. Hey, you know what looks awful on you?
I don't want to hear it.
Number 11. So just a bad number for a shortstop, dude.
Too bad you're ugly.
You look ugly in it.
You're just ugly.
Right. Both like the same things.
We both enjoy the game. Right. We have fun with it. We talk throughout all of it.
Hey, why do you always wear the arm sleeve on this side? Not the arm side, is it?
It's comfortable.
You're like the only person I've ever seen do that.
From baseball to little things, like funny things. We have a good time.
Beat you out here every inning.
Huh?
Every inning I beat you out here.
I'm sorry, I didn't have my stuff on. I mean, both of us are pretty outgoing people, so we talk a lot, and we both have a good feel for the game, so we just enjoy it.
Why is there so much to do in the morning?
I think it's the wet grass, like, with the sun.
Thanks, Bill Nye.
And
I mean, we both grew up in the game, so we both think similar, so I just kind of like that, I guess, I don't know.
Connects.
Yeah, connects, that's what I meant.
I'm gonna knock you out, bro. Try.
I'm like Manny Pacquiao, bro.
I don't think, bro, I'm Floyd Mayweather.
I give my points, I go back to my corner.
My dad's taught me a lot. He's taught me little things. I've grown up around it, knowing, just like kind of picking things up from everyone.
My dad taught me a lot, but it was mainly my mom that got me into baseball, to be honest. My mom kind of introduced me to the games. My dad, since then, he's really taught me, you know, where to be, like what situation, like basically how to play.
All right, Baba. Don't overthrow. Everyone knows you throw hard. Right after him. Come on, ground balls. Get some outs. Come on, right after him.
What did you tell him?
Let your body catch up. Let's go.
You don't think he knew how to throw strikes?
I know he knows how to throw strikes, but he's trying to throw really hard.
No, so you just thought you didn't know to throw strikes. Is that what you thought?
I don't need any more of your Mad Lib.
Well, I don't know. He might have thought he was trying to walk people.
Got him. Safe where?
Let me put it this way, like if you go 3 for 10, you're a Hall of Famer. So like you fail 7 times out of 10. I know it sounds cliche, but like going back to the dugout 7 times out of 10, if you're really good, is actually really frustrating because, you know, you spend all the time in the cage, you do all your work, and you still suck. So, yeah! That was see?
You know you're gonna make mistakes, like even though you don't want to. And it's like, as you get older, the tougher baseball gets, the more mistakes you're gonna make, and you just kind of be mentally ready for it.
Once again, if you're really, really good, you're done playing at age 30 years old. So we're 16, 17 years old, we don't have much time left, and we have an opportunity to compete right here. And, you know, just the opportunity to, like there, we had a chance to win a game. You know, the excitement, it's just really fun.
I'm never gonna take it for granted because I never know when it's gonna be my last time on the field. So.
Right.
We are Canes Baseball.
We are Canes Baseball.
Welcome to the championship.
We are the Florida Burn.
We are the Florida Burn. Welcome to the championship.
Feel the burn.
Came in, we had all our pitchers working earlier in the tournament. Right here, we're like kind of low on pitching, but I feel like we're doing fine. Our hitters are doing well.
You know, playing good defense, taking care of the baseball, throwing strikes. We don't walk guys with 2 outs. Little details like that have been keeping us in it.
It means everything. It's the last time I'm ever going to play with these guys, and I want to go out with a bang. I mean, I've been playing with the Canes for about 4 years now, and it's a real honor, and this is the last time I'm ever going to wear this jersey.
I wouldn't be here without my parents because they've always, they've pushed me to be the best I can, the best son, the best player, the best student, anything. They've always pushed me to be the best in everything I do.
I wouldn't be here without God because he's put me through ups and downs, and he's just my go-to man.
My mom is the hardest working woman I know. She does everything for me and my little brother. She's always out there grinding, and I couldn't think of more.
I wouldn't be here without my father. I mean, my dad pushes me every day to, to be the best baseball player I can and work hard in the classroom and on the field. So, without his guidance and his advice, I wouldn't be in the position I am today.
I wouldn't be